What's going on, everybody? It's Jeff from Pondering Waters, and we got an exciting project today. As you can see, we got a pond behind us. Customer's kind of over the maintenance. He was fighting algae problems. He's getting older, just wants to just enjoy a waterfall. So today, we're going to begin the construction on the pond into a pondless waterfall. But we have some challenges, and there's some big challenges. And I have a small machine and get to those big rocks and try to get them out of here. But first, we got to get this gravel out. And by the end of this build, this pond is going to change into a beautiful pondless waterfall that's going to start at the top of the hill and go right back down. This is going to be a big transformation, and there's also more of a transformation going on in my life and the things that I'm going to do to go forward with the business and my life. I started Pondering Waters 27 years ago. Started out on this journey, and it has been a journey. Started out as a hobby. I was actually a machine builder by trade. So I built all the machines that put car parts together, cars together, you name it, I did it. And one day I just wanted this little pond in my backyard. And the next thing was, oh, I wonder how I get a waterfall. I'm like, okay, why do I have green water? Why do I have, and all these questions started coming up in my head. The internet really wasn't that much of a thing. I started looking out, found a manufacturer, started taking classes, and then when I got laid off for the last time, I made the journey to make that decision to start Pondering Waters. I got the opportunity to meet so many people, travel across the country building amazing water features. To be honest, the most important thing out of that was the people I met. And I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for those people. Actually, one of my favorite parts is destruction. Tear this stuff apart and not get in trouble for doing it. I mean, who wouldn't want to do that? So guys, we hit our first obstacle of many that on this job site, to be honest with you. I kind of thought all of this pond was smaller cobble. It goes down about another foot and it's all caked with mud. These guys would be here for hours just trying to get this gravel out of here. So I had to call the homeowner, get a game plan together to say, how do we get this going, get it out of here, where do we dump it?
What are you actually talking about that you got to dump? Because
see all this here?
Cut a path and just throw it back into there if you want.
So I'm gonna grab the excavator, start digging this out, throwing it where he wants me to throw it. I want to see how hard it would be to move that boulder. I didn't know what kind of stone it was. It looks like it's a sandstone. This is a pretty small machine and it handled it really well. That wasn't the biggest one, but I'm very optimistic. Kind of looks like a bomb went off, but usually on rebuilds like this, that's what happens. We got all the gravel out, all the liner out, cleaned up our mess. It's on to filling in this hole, which I got the guys loading up all the sand because we are going to put a sand base down first, minimize the risk of settling. This whole thing is going to be filled with sand and topsoil. Once that's filled up to the top, I'll be able to now get these big boulders out because I'd rather have them at the same grade level and try to get them out than try to topple them in a big hole and drag them out of the hole. The guys are uploading the first load. I'm gonna build a ramp to go inside the hole so it's easier for that and get going on all this soil. All that sand is out, but that's not all. Now we gotta go get more dirt. Looking to see where we're gonna go to get topsoil, because I don't know where I'm at. Hey, you guys. I don't want to ask like a stupid question, but you guys carry regular topsoil, right? By the yard? Okay, yeah, I'm not from around the area, so I just wanted to call a few people. Okay, awesome. We'll see you soon. Rockin' Wood Supply Yard Incorporated. This is actually pretty sweet. Like, I like this. Good. This is actually pretty sweet. I've never been to a landscape place that had a drive-through window. 2 yards of regular, just topsoil.
Company name or?
Pondering Waters.
Thank you. Good meeting you guys.
Nice meeting you. Here away from the crew right now, and kind of filled you guys in with, you know, there's some changes coming. I know things have been bumpy this year. They've been hectic. I haven't been on my game. There's been just a lot of challenges, you know, the past year of my life. You know, just being open and honest with you guys. There's some stuff going on. I won't get into details with it. It's kept me away from the business a little bit. It kept my mind away from the business because I've got so much going on, along with the challenges of, being 3 weeks behind. We had 2 weeks of freezing temperatures and then a week of rain. On top of that, trying to make sure that I'm taking care of all you guys, on top of taking care of what I need to take care of at home. The stress level, the anxiety, sleepless nights. I know I just haven't been on top of my game because of what's going on at home. More responsibility put on my plate than normally would be. I want to thank all of you guys, all my customers, and everybody I deal with, friends, family, for just tolerating, and putting up with it. The majority of all my customers have been truly amazing and understanding. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for being so patient, because with what I'm going through at home, it's hard for me and the family. So thank you for everybody for that. But I know I gotta get back because I got guys waiting at the job site. We'll get into more of this later. Bought a shovel through the window. Like, that's crazy. I'd break in a new shovel. Ooh, that's pretty good. I'm getting it dirty now. Unfortunately, repeating the process over and over again all day until that hole's filled. So we'll just roll the time lapse on that. As you can see, we got a clean slate. I even went over and beyond. The customer came out and I'm like, all right, this is looking too enclosed. And I asked him, I said, can I just tear all this out and make it a clean slate? He goes, I love it, do it. Hopped on the excavator, cleared this whole place out, marking out my basin, and we're gonna be building us a waterfall today. We're gonna get the hole leveled out, make sure all of our eco blocks are all nice, tight fit together, and time to get liner and underlayment, or underlayment and liner in. Yeah, we don't want these eco blocks like this. So see how we have the big gap on the bottom? We want these joints to be tight just like that. Got our basin in. I know what you're thinking. What's it sticking out for? Trust me, you won't see this when it's done. You shouldn't even know it's a basin when it's done. We're gonna have our frame stones here. First waterfall to the basin, somewhere about right here. I wanna add some dimensions to this. So what I'm gonna do is have the waterfall here. I'm actually gonna twist and turn it and kick it over here. And then we're gonna have probably another drop somewhere in here. And then I'm gonna start this waterfall. This is our fast falls unit here. This is our 26-inch fast falls. I'm gonna start this down right here. I just don't wanna stop this waterfall and just have it start here. I want to make the illusion look like it's coming from somewhere else, and the way I'm going to do that is to actually put a dry creek bed up here. Got a lot of work done. Biggest obstacles I had, these are bigger boulders, and my machine can handle these big boulders, but when you're going uphill, that weight wanted to bring my arm and just force it down because my little machine didn't have the oomph to get it uphill. So placing these two frame rocks was a little bit of a challenge. I had to actually bring it up here and then come down here on an angle and place them. So today comes the fun part. It's all the tweaking, the edge treatment. This water feature looks spectacular. It's gonna look even better with all the little touches I'm gonna do to actually bring everything all together. So by the end of the day, we'll have a flowing waterfall. Discovered a honey hole of moss. Kind of in the woods, but we're in the city. But I love getting my water features, just looking realistic. I love this stuff. Like this, it's gonna transform this water feature into something spectacular. Not that it's not spectacular already. It's just like icing on the cake. I hope he wasn't trying to purposely grow this because I'm stealing something. at the home stretch. I just have this much to do of our edge treatment. I can turn this thing on. I'm so geeked.
That's
It's gonna be like the last piece of moss and we can turn this thing on. I outdid myself, if I could say so myself.
Look good, huh?
It came out awesome. It was definitely a challenge because of the height of this hill. And I think the only way to pull this feature off would be to use a bigger boulder like this. I think if you used anything smaller, it wouldn't have looked the same. And then all of these plants are basically what we took out that we reused. And it just made it pop. It's doing everything I wanted it to do. This project is done. It took on a whole new transformation. Just like the transformation that took place here, there's gonna be a transformation in Pondering Waters. First, let me just get out of the air that, no, we are not going out of business. I'm not quitting Pondering Waters. But that being said, I have to make some changes. These are gonna be some really hard changes because I spent basically 27 years building this company. Kind of sad to make these changes. To be honest with you, I have to do this. So as of next year, I have to make the choice of not doing as many pond cleanouts. I have to cut a lot of these pond cleanouts because every year, the stress, the anxiety, the everything that comes with it, I can just feel my health, my mental health just suffering. With everything that's going on back at home, I have to myself make sure that I'm as healthy and mentally fit as can be. And this, it's not necessarily a bad thing, because the things that I want to do is only going to benefit the company. Another change that's going to happen too is, seems like sometimes over the years that because of my experience, it's go to Jeff because he can fix it. Go to Jeff because he can fix it. And I feel like I'm not really focusing and showing off my true artistic ability. I really want to do that. I had a huge opportunity with, Legacy Aquariums with working with Universal Rock, and something just sparked with me using that Universal Rock. I was able to get so creative with it. And even though it's a flat panel, you can make it do so much stuff. Pondering Waters is now a dealer and installer for Universal Rock. We're actually going to be taking a trip over there to Universal Rock to meet up with Stuart. He's going to take us along on a factory tour to show us exactly what he can do, what he can make. There's really exciting things happening for us right now. Don't want to say too much stuff right now, but please just follow along in my journey. If you guys, have any comments, any suggestions, anything that you want to let me know, just leave them down in the comments. I do read all these comments, and just let me know what you guys think. But for now, I'll see you guys on the next build.